I SoloQ instalocked Fade for 10 hours straight. Here's what happened to my mental health.
I'm getting sucked. I'm getting sucked too, not in a good way. Okay, I dinked Brim.
Greetings, TheWarOwl greets you. The best way to learn something is to do it a lot. So I did it a lot. My first placement match took me to Haven, where I took the time to try and familiarize myself with Fade's utility. She's got 2 controllable dogs that hunt people down and gives them nearsightedness like Omen's Flash.
The dog. There's something wrong with that dog, guys.
No!
Nothing.
What the? She can throw the Eye of Sauron that gives you wall hacks on anybody in line of sight, and her ultimate creates a rectangle of fear in front of her, giving trails on the ground to show where they are, deafening them and doing damage over time. She can also throw a goopy ball that holds enemies in place and gives fear trails. If you throw doggies on the fear trails, it'll zoom after the enemy, but they are super strong in that they show you where the enemies are.
You can wall in that, you can wall in that.
Her throwables have a max distance where they will blammo into the ground, but you can also hit the keybind again to make it blammo into the ground yourself sooner. A neat way to do lineups is to ping on the minimap a position, throw your util towards it, and then hit your keybind again when the triangles line up on the ground. This way, you don't have to learn anything, which is my favorite part of Valorant.
Dogs are out.
I tagged two. Two right here.
Okay, there's a guy having, I think.
Right here, close.
There's a guy having, there's a guy having TP back.
Graffiti!
We lost. But Mr. TheWarOwl, I hear you say, you're playing SoloQ. How are you gonna do combos with randos? The answer is that the next 10 hours of my life were going to be very, very difficult. This was not Reyna, where I could just run around in solo. I was gonna have to actually rely on my teammates. Oh no.
They're out.
One enemy remaining.
Let's go!
In my last Valorant video, I played 10 hours straight as Chamber. With the Jet nerf, I think more players are gonna pick Chamber as their AWP player. Now, Fade is not an AWP player. All of her abilities are close range, and she's not gonna be the one to take first contact. So this was the last time today that I would use my favorite weapon.
78 Brim.
No! Ooh, I'm so sorry, Reyna.
GG's, fellas.
GG, guys, have a good one. Good game.
And that's when Shadowplay decided to record the wrong monitor. So here's an artist's rendition of Game 3.
One enemy remaining. Down. Take hold. No charges. Bring them down.
Nice! Let's go!
Ah, we did it, guys! Let's go! That seemed like it was gonna be a loss, but we're good!
This is what I have to do because they still haven't made a replay viewer.
No! The video's ruined. It's ruined.
Yeah, so I had to play a game as Omen. Don't worry, we won.
I'm gonna throw my wall hack here from B main. Once you guys get to the door. Oh my gosh, I hate this game, dude.
Whoever clicks the agent first deserves to play it. Dodging the game because you didn't get your agent choice makes you a major loser. I recorded this on the first day of Fade and probably will take a week to edit it because I'm lazy. So everyone was trying to instalock Fade. This was the only time someone beat me. I played like trash in Game 5, the final placement match, but we came back from a 1-6 loss to win it 13-7. Think about this, so many Valorant queuers surrender after 0-3 because they have a terminal case of loser mentality. I got lucky with the teammates, we came back and won. Those are the victories, those are the games you really feel. It's the reason why I play these FPS competitive games. It's to get that.
Hell yeah. That was all my rank up games. We won, I think all but one, right? I think it's Diamond 2. What? Platinum?
Hey!
Hey!
Good.
Oh, man!
Let's do it, hey, LMAO.
Oh, shit.
Ah, my face! Platinum? It's okay. Go, dog!
I started getting comfortable being a support player, carrying the bomb and throwing utility to help my teammates get the frags. But once you trade your last entry, you gotta clutch.
He's under two! He's under two!
Probably over.
Notice how my eye placement here gives vision of the rays through the Viper smoke to my Reyna, giving them a free kill.
Hold it for me. Hold it.
One flank.
Dart, be careful.
One enemy remaining.
Left side.
I also started hitting my shots. About time, but sometimes that's not enough.
I don't understand the ranking system. It's like, okay, your secret rank is immortal. Your secret rank is immortal 1, but you're gonna have platinum.
Nothing.
Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that.
We won't talk about it.
I finally felt warmed up. Back about 5 months ago, I recorded a 10-hour instalock jet video and hated it so much I never posted it and hadn't played Valorant since. I considered coming back to record a 10-hour Neon video, but that would have required me to play Neon. This was my first time with Valorant in a long time, so I was bound to take a few games to get acclimated, especially after grinding so much Counter-Strike recently. The games are similar enough, but different to completely screw with my base mechanics. When I use my Counter-Strike brain while playing Valorant, which happens when I just kinda play without thinking about it, I end up always firing my first shot before my movement stops, and getting into a bad habit of full auto spraying, which is probably the worst thing you can do in Valorant besides picking Neon.
Oh, Fade is so good for retakes.
Yeah, that was so easy.
I feel like she's okay with holding off, she's okay with attacking, but retakes, she's so strong.
Is there anything she can do there?
Shoot the dog? Yeah, she can shoot the eye or the dog.
Game 7 was a pretty clean victory, but it is solo queue, so a lot of it is luck of the draw. Sometimes you get brain-dead teammates, and then other times you get brain-dead teammates who can click fast.
That was literally one shot, man.
One enemy remaining.
As up.
Nice.
Oh, sick clutch, dude.
Attackers win.
Oh my gosh.
TheWarOwl, what are you doing here?
I'm playing the good game now, guys. I thought I had streamer mode on. It didn't show my name, but apparently
You
it shows.
do, but your voice.
Oh, you can just tell by my voice.
Of course, dude. What do you mean?
Am I the only one that doesn't know who this guy is?
Most players coming over from Counter-Strike will pick up Fade quickly because they're already used to playing with wall hacks. Because Riot has made it so that you can't use wall hacks in their game, they were nice enough to add it as a gameplay mechanic so Counter-Strike players will feel at home. You don't have to use external software to get the experience, they've put it into the game.
Last player standing.
Jeez.
One enemy remaining.
He's a sheriff at
Ooh, I'm better. I'm better. Oh, what's this? Oh, my control button. I can't stop, guys.
Another easy victory and another instalock jet player clutching the final round. We were getting into a pattern of winning, but I wasn't tired of winning just yet.
Yeah, nice shot, Kenny.
Bro, we lost so many RR from that.
Bro, why do we have a neon? What the heck, man? Oh, dodge!
Finally, some toxicity. I haven't seen any toxicity the whole day. Everyone has been super cool. This is the first instance.
Fade seemed to work better on tighter maps like Ascent and Haven, so I worry a little bit about Breeze with its giant, massive open areas. There are a lot of bad maps on Valorant, and Breeze is one of them. Let me ask the viewers something, since you probably play Valorant more than me. Is there a better second round gun than the Spectre? I hate using this thing. It's so random. It's like a MAC-10 and I have to use it across like 3 miles.
One behind you. Ray's behind you.
Dude, why would you even leave sight? Is your brain developed?
Dude, shut up.
You're
bro.
Guys, I have a little trick for dealing with toxic players. Now, a lot of people don't know this. If you click these buttons right here, you no longer have to hear them. It's better to get calls and do teamwork, but if my teammates are tilting me, I just mute them and try to play my best. It works for me. Trying to tilt your own teammates seems like a bad strategy. It's better to tilt the other guys.
GG!
Win.
That was so stressful. I was so tilted from the teammates having an attitude. Took a lot of energy out of me. How many hours do we have left? Oh, we have a lot left. That's our rank up game. We're diamonds. Hey.
Got another game on Breeze. Yay! If I wasn't instalock Fade, I definitely would not pick her on the map. It seems like Breeze requires a Viper and a Sova to do anything, but those agents take practice and skill, so, I'd been playing for about 7 hours now and was starting to feel it, and when watching the footage, it definitely showed.
This will blind him. To the right, he's to the right.
They're blind with fear. No, spike planted. Bring them down. Found one. One enemy remaining.
Yeah!
Dreams.
I helped at the end, guys!
And that's when the bad game started.
Good trade.
I'll find you.
Oh no.
Why did I ADS?
Oh no.
I swear I didn't
man.
even mean to. I literally didn't mean to. My ring finger just weighed too much. It fell down.
That was
on
some
the
Call
ring.
of Duty right there, man. What was going on? Omen plays short, one plays long. Alright, I'm ulting. Go in, I'm throwing utility.
One on top. One short.
One short still.
Last player standing.
Oh my gosh. Alright, round 3, I'm 0-0-0, having an exciting game, guys.
I had played for too long. I wanted to eat food and do anything besides play FPS, but I hopped back in to finish up the final 2 games. Games are supposed to be fun. Even when you're playing to win and even when you're losing, you're supposed to be having a good time. The first 7 to 8 hours, I had a great time. I began to wonder, was I ruining the game for myself? Because Valorant doesn't have very much for content creators, since there's no replay viewer, dedicated servers, or custom content of any kind, I started doing these marathon videos as a way to try and make something interesting out of this game, because I honestly really like it and think it has good potential, but playing past when I wanted to stop, I'm making myself hate Valorant, which is probably a bad idea. I'm a content creator first. I like to create fun, unique videos with a story that develops naturally. It is very difficult to do that when all I have access to is my own first-person perspective of 5v5 matchmaking games. So I torture myself for content. I literally play video games for a living and find myself struggling with the same stuff as when I worked in a cubicle. I remember working 12-hour days on a Saturday. Fun.
Bring them down. 30 seconds left. One enemy.
Let's go! I love my doggy. That feels bad.
I only had time for one more game and I went hard. I found Fade to actually be pretty good on Fracture. Overall, I think a lot of people are going to compare Fade to Sova just because they both can figure out where enemies are and use their utility to help other agents execute. But she's a strong, versatile support agent that I could definitely see get some playtime on specific maps. If the consensus is to pick either Sova or Fade, I don't see people switching over just because of the time commitment that people have put into Sova and the strength when learning advanced lineups. It doesn't really make sense to add an alternative to an S-tier agent. Why would you switch?
Oh no! We're performing, we're just not winning. We're just not winning the games, that's all it is. Oh man, that looks rough.
The results for the day. Loss, win, 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 loss, win, 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 loss, 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 loss. Thank you for watching, I'm TheWarOwl, and I still have no closer.